further, it says here in verse 4, number 19, Pharisees bind heavy burdens on others. They tie up heavy burdens and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves are unwilling to move them with so much as a finger. They put heavy burdens on people, but they won't lift it themselves. I remember once I was in a student camp where I was years ago, and I was a speaker along with another speaker. And that speaker preached and said, you must tithe your time just like you tithe your money. That means 24 hours, 2.4 hours every day you must give to God to have your quiet time. Now, I don't do that. I have a quiet time with God 24 hours a day, not 2.4 hours. But anyway, he believed in giving this 2.4 hours, and then question time came. I love question times, especially with students, because they ask the most searching questions. And they say, question, we want Brother Zach to answer this question. Okay, that's great. Do you agree with the other speaker that you must tithe your time? I said, great, this is my opportunity. I said, I do not agree. And I asked that other speaker who was sitting there, I said, brother, do you spend 2.4 hours every day with God? He said, no, brother. Hypocrite. I didn't call him that, but everybody knew it. You know, put heavy burdens on people which they don't lift with a finger themselves. There are numerous cases like that. There are people who preach tithing who do not tithe their income themselves. Hypocrites. The Christian world is full of hypocrites who preach all types of things. Tell people to do this, that and the other. Put impossible standards for people and then don't lift it with one little finger themselves. God save us from such people. They are the ones who build Babylon, who destroy the work of God, binding heavy burdens on people. In other words, instead of God's word being something that blesses people, they are making it a burden. I love the Message translation which says, listen to this, instead of giving you God's word as food and drink in which you can have a banquet on God, they package it all in bundles of rules and load you down like pack animals. That means donkeys. You know, God's word can be packed up with like heavy burdens. Come you donkey, come on, take this. Or it can be presented as, here's a feast, come and have it. There's a world of difference. It all depends how you preach. It's the same message from the Bible, but you can package it up into a whole lot of rules and regulations and treat everybody like donkeys who are to carry these burdens and send them out instead of preaching God's word like a banquet. Come and feast, brothers and sisters. Everything is ready. God has prepared it. Come and eat. How do you preach God's word? And this is how Phariseeism comes into the church. This is why many people are sick and tired of coming to some of our churches. We don't want that. And I say to them, I agree with you. I also don't want that. That's not, it's from the Bible, but the way it's presented. The same Bible, you can present it in two different ways. And it can be a heavy burden. That's because you're a Pharisee. It's the person. Jesus preached from the same Old Testament that the Pharisees preached from. But he liberated people. But the Pharisees took the same Old Testament and bound people up. Yeah. So that's the other thing we see that the Pharisees do. They don't lift a finger to help others in any way.